The first time I saw a tiger in the wild was just about a year ago, actually, and I was in India. And we have a working relationship, IFAW and the Wildlife Trust of India, which is really a partner agency of ours. And so they took me out to Manas National Park, and we're in the back of kind of a Range Rover and talking about things. And then all of a sudden, to my right, I look and there's a tree and a bit of open space, and there she is, maybe about 50 feet away. And the sight was incredible. You know, whenever you actually see an animal in the wild, it's so totally different from seeing one in captivity. It's because there it is, it's in the wild, it's its own territory, and my God, what a magnificent animal. I mean, just the most beautiful thing I think I've ever seen. You don't realize how big they are until you get up close, and they are, I think they're the biggest cats in the world, and they are amazing. But they are also the canary in the coal mine. Tigers are in desperate trouble. I mean, they are down 97% for what their abundancy was before 1900. And you're talking about more, you know, frankly, there are more tigers in captivity in the United States than there are in the wild. It's really two variables, you know. It always comes down to the same thing. It's habitat loss or fragmentation or degradation and commercial exposure, commercial taking. This is a very important thing coming in St. Petersburg because there are the 13 range states, and because Mr. Putin himself has decided to host it, there will be, I think, a healthy, let's say, number of the 13 range states will be heads of state. Now, that's good news. Hopefully, the main outcomes of the summit will be an agreement among the 13 range states that they will take on the responsibility for buying into a package that says we need to double the population by 2020. Secondly is that each country has its own specific issues with tigers. It might be poaching, very heavily poaching in one area, might be habitat loss in another. You know, they have to come up with specific remedies for the specific challenges that they're facing. You have to stop trade. You have to get at the illegal trade. You have to get rid of the tiger farms. You have to have, it has to be an absolute no-no, that you have to get all tiger parts anywhere off the market. And then you have to go from there and enforce that very, very strictly, and then open up, you know, make sure that the habitats are being protected, that their corridors are intact, because oftentimes it's not just the loss of habitat, it's fragmentation of habitat. So this is it. I mean, I think the summit that's going to be in St. Petersburg, this is it. This has got to be it. We're going to lay the groundwork, and I think people are going to have to pledge their time, their efforts, and really get after it. So I'm hopeful. So if we can't protect them, what does that say about protecting ourselves down the road?